All right, so you need a tool for a job. How do you go about getting it? So I'm going to show you basically not show you, but tell you my ways of doing it. A couple of things you need to keep in mind. How bad you need the tool, how soon you need the tool, and the tool's cost. So never ever a good idea to go into debt buying a tool. So if it's credit cards, no, I mean, obviously if you need the tool same day, you're not going to be, and you don't have the money, hopefully you're going to do what I do, and you're going to include the cost of that tool into your estimate that's approved by the customer. So, you know, once the customer gives you the deposit, you can go buy that tool. So first things first, how bad do you need the tool's cost, and how often are you going to need that tool? So you might need to rent it. I will say, like say a 14-foot or 15-foot A-frame ladder, I've been renting them for the last year and a half. And I have another job which I sold this for the later this month, but I will be buying a A-frame ladder just because the amount of money that I spend renting it, I should own it by now. So I've been saving, I saved up a little bit, and I also included my, in the estimate, I included a little extra fee because obviously the rental, so that's going to go towards the actual purchase. And since I don't need it right away, I basically scan Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and wait for one to show up. So there's probably 3 or 4 that show up in the Detroit metro area every year. And the last one that showed up, I didn't want to pull the trigger. So they roughly go for around 200, 250. But brand new, I think Home Depot sells them for like 700, 750 or something like that, plus sales tax. So plus the 6% here in Michigan. So yeah, that's kind of the way I do it. Since I don't need it very bad, I wait for a good deal, and then I'll just go and get cash, and bam, there you go. So if you need it really bad, you can go just straight to your local tool store and swipe the debit card, pay for it. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. If I need a tool, I always go to Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist first. No need to really no need to buy a tool brand new. You can get them for like 20 to 60% off retail if you're buying them used. Now, you don't want to buy a piece of junk used tool, but I mean, it's an income producing asset. I mean, it's, let somebody else take the depreciation from a new tool, as long as they haven't, as long as they haven't abused it. So first thing you should do is, obviously know how much the tool costs, brand new, and determine how often you're going to use that tool. So if tools should be income producing assets to you. If you're only going to use it once, just rent it. Whatever it is, just rent it, borrow it. Really, you're not going to use it. If you're only using it once, just rent the tool. So, and there's plenty of places to rent tools. I'm sure in your area, Home Depot, there's like, in my area, there's like 24 tool rentals. So, and I would include like scaffolding, lifts. I'm actually buying a drywall lift. Just because I need it. I do enough drywall, it justifies it. But drywall lifts, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. So you're basically, if you have a tool, go, if it's small enough, just go buy it, have it. Make sure that, the job you're doing, you included that into your estimate, at least partially. That way, after a few jobs, that tool is actually paid for, and now it's just an asset. You can have it, and you can still keep your same pricing and keep making that additional money per job because that's market value for your work. That's how I basically buy tools. Now, buying tools, your Father's Day, your Christmases, your Black Friday deals, local tool store in my area, Performance Line Tool Set. They have like 2 contractor days a year. Like one's in like April, one's in like October or something like that, where literally any tool you buy, you get at least 1 free battery. So I'll save up, and then I'll go buy like say 3 or at least 1 main kit or 2, and then I'll get 3 or 4 batteries, or even like 2 larger batteries for free with it. And then I could either sell the batteries, recoup my money for that tool, or give them away on this channel, really. So like this tool right here, I basically just bought it because I wanted to test it. But it was on sale at Home Depot. I mean, it's $129, I believe, is regular price, and they had it on sale for 90 bucks, and I got my military discount. So I think out the door, it was like 80, obviously less than 90 bucks. So, perfect example. I don't need the tool, I don't need it, but it's, I get, do a little video on YouTube and get a little revenue from that, and then I give it away on my channel. So, and it makes somebody else happy. So, and then like say the table saw, I have 2 of them. You guys know, I bought it on Marketplace. Sold the battery, recouped it. So I think the saw itself net cost to me was like $100, which for $100 to have a second table saw is absolutely worth it, just for dado wing cuts. And my Milwaukee actually has failed on me once, where it had like a dead trigger where it didn't want to start for some odd reason. So having the second one is absolutely, it was awesome, perfect, paid for itself right then and there. So that's basically this. I know this video kind of went long, but you know, all these batteries you see, you know, everything you see, yeah, I spent money for it, but I get a lot of stuff for free when you buy in bulk, really. So if you're buying a tool, check for use first, know how much you're gonna actually use that tool, make sure it's paying for itself. If it's not, rent it. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video.